Hello guys, and welcome back to All for United WFC, now award-winning All for United WFC. And I just wanted to start with that and just say a massive congrats, John, to Natalie, to Matt, to Benny, to all of the contributors, everyone involved in this channel. I've kind of said privately and publicly the work that these guys are doing, not just for Man United women, for women's football in general, I think is absolutely brilliant. And the community of people that we've now got with All for United, whether that's viewers, contributors, hosts, everybody that's involved is absolutely fantastic. So make sure you smash a like on the video just for that. Absolutely brilliant and fully deserved. And make sure you check out the content over the weekend surrounding that as well. In terms of the game then, a few of us obviously went up to Durham yesterday. I think the main thing to take away from it, I think we can all say that we weren't necessarily happy that we didn't get the 3 points. We didn't get the win in 90 minutes. The one big positive for me to take away is that we didn't get any major injuries. I know Ivana went off, but she was kind of walking towards the end. But with that pitch and the way that Durham play and the way that the referee was trying to turn this into a wrestling match, I think it's pretty remarkable we didn't come out of there with major injuries, to be honest. How that pitch is playable, I don't know. And like I said, the way that Durham play, and we knew that they were going to be a physical side. They're a lot bigger than us in kind of the player stature they've got, but I feel like we dealt with it okay. There was a couple of areas were a little bit shaky. I feel like they targeted our left-hand side. They were targeting Hannah a lot, kind of doubling up on her, and that's where you need one of your midfielders or your winger to drop back a little bit. And Hannah wasn't really getting that support, so it made it look like she was getting turned inside and out and getting beaten a lot. When in reality, she just needs somebody to drop back and help because she was getting doubled up on a lot. I actually thought the two centre-backs, Maria and Manion, were probably our best players, which is weird to say when you concede 2 goals. I thought Maria was very good in the air, especially she covered a lot, obviously, and she needed to, because obviously Martha Harris isn't the tallest, Hannah's not the tallest, Manion's not the tallest. And when you've got a side like Durham, who are a very tall and physical side, I felt like Maria really stepped up to that challenge. Both of them we know are composed on the ball. So I thought those two did really well. In the midfield, I don't think Lucy and Bo Risa really lit up the show. I thought they were okay. Hayley Ladd was definitely impressive. Obviously, we saw that for the second goal with Ella Toon. I mean, that's just what Ella Toon does, isn't it? I'll get onto her in a second. But Hayley's involvement in that determination to win the ball back, that little bit of grit, and we spoke about this on this channel a lot over the last few weeks, that we need somebody in there with a bit of cutting edge, a bit of determination to really fight for the ball back, you know? And I think we saw that with Hayley, and we needed that yesterday, especially with the way that Durham were playing. The front line, Fuso obviously got her goal. I thought Ivana was brilliant up until that point. Her pace is frightening at times. There was a run she went on in the first half where she skipped past 4 or 5 players and just took it a little bit too far wide, but I thought she was excellent. Russo looked good in parts. I still don't think she's fully there yet. Snatched at a couple of chances, and that chance towards the end, she's got to be finishing that. Just stuck it past the post. But I thought overall her hold at play was better. Running at players, we know she can do that, was good. And same with Carrie Jones, really. I thought she'd had obviously she got the assist. I thought she did okay. She wasn't really involved in the game as much as she'd probably like. But similar to Ivana, she was running at players. And I thought that was good to see. And that's what you want to see with players coming in and taking their chance, because you never know when you're going to need these rotational players later on into the season. The subs that came on. Now, Ella Toon, for me, is going to be my player of the match for the sole reason that she showed again how she is a class above everybody else. Because she came on, and not only did the game lift 1 or 2 gears, it lifted 3 or 4. The whole level of the game changed when she came on. And I think that just shows how good of a player she is, or has been this season, because the whole game changed around her. The level completely rose to another completely different, standard when she came on. Obviously, the goal she took brilliantly well. She's one of those players now, I think, when she gets the ball around the edge of the box and you see her lining up for a shot, it's going to be at least on target and test the keeper. And it was another brilliant finish from her. And I said, unfortunately, we couldn't hang on to the lead. Obviously, Durham got back into the game about 5 minutes from the end with a free kick. I need to watch it back. It looked in real time from where we were that maybe Sophie could have done better, but nonetheless, it was a powerful free kick, and it goes to penalties. And I think Skinner touched on this in his interview, the mental kind of resilience to get back up again after conceding late on, to go straight to penalties. and to not miss a single one. 5 very comfortable penalties, all into the corners. Keeper didn't really get near any of them, and that's what you want to see. And we come away with 2 points. It wasn't 3, which is what we probably would have wanted. But I still think we've got a good chance in this group. If we go, obviously, beat City, which is easier said than done, or even if we get a point against City and beat the other 2, I still think we've got a good chance of getting through in second, maybe, as this kind of runner-up spot. And you never know, Durham could surprise a few people. They could go to City and cause them problems. Because I think people overlook them just because they're a championship side that we should be brushing them aside. And yes, on paper, that is the case. But when you look at that pitch and you look at the way they play, the ref played into their hands, although that's not an excuse. It was always going to be a tough game. And it was a rotated side as well. You've got to take that into account. So it's not all bad. I think the only negative is we've now got to wait 3 weeks until the next game. So that's going to be a big test after the international break. We know how we are after international break. So fingers crossed that we can come out firing for that. Hopefully no injuries over the international break. And I just want to shout out, obviously, Matt Skinner as well. He came over and chatted to us at the start of the game, and then again after the game as well. Took the flag with him. Go check out the pictures. They're all over Twitter at the moment. He absolutely loves it, and we love him as well. Credit to that. Obviously, the fans that travelled, I don't know how many of us were there, but we obviously were outnumbered, but quite the distance travelling up there. So fair play to all of us for getting up there. I know I got back at about 3:30 in the morning, but it was worth it. So not all negative. I know people are trying to put a negative spin on this because we didn't get the win in 90, but overall, it was a rotated side on a poor pitch against a very physical side that we haven't had. We haven't faced that challenge yet. So no major injuries. Ella Toon is just world class, and I'm going to use that phrase because she is. And we move on to the next one. So we've still got a good chance of getting out of this group. We'll move on to the next one. See you all.